This is The Burble.
I'm sorry, I have to go back and in late news, okay? We're going to be talking about the fake phalluses again.
More dicks.
Felicity Dunham. This lady, okay, she's an Ocean Shores woman in New South Wales. She's posted on the Byron Bay Community Board Facebook page. She was shocked when a flying struck and damaged her car while she was driving home. The Ocean Shores woman got on social media after what she calls the hilarious encounter of potential littering, which happened a little while ago. Now, Byron Bay, if I could draw a line between Byron Bay and Buffalo, New York, whoever threw that has improved his throw somewhat.
Absolutely. That's a great throw.
It's not just limited to Buffalo and Patriots and Buffalo's games. Some creep, she's driving home. Now, up in that area, it's picturesque and there's a lot of bushland.
There is a lot of bush.
Someone's hiding in this roadside bushland.
This is a phantom dick chucker.
Armed with a 7-inch uncut. She was surprised. Just listen.
I'd be surprised as well.
When what she really thought had been a bird turned out to be an empty box with the description of a 7-inch uncut on it. She said she thought it was pretty weird, so she picked up the box. There was nothing in it, so it's just the box.
Oh, right.
So she got hit by box. She was just a bit shocked by the picture on the front. She said, wait. She said the box has got a skin that you can move with a little hologram picture, so when you move the box, it shows you how it works. She said it's hyper-realistic and it had all the bells and whistles. She was going at about 70 kilometres an hour. And these things aren't cheap, as I understand.
No, there's a lot of silicon in it's 7-inch one. Like, that shit's not cheap.
And proprietors of these adult stores make quite a lot of money off these rather realistic and futuristic kind of apparati. Why are you walking in there, laying your hard-earned down on the counter just to go hide in bushland near Byron Bay and throw dildos at passing cars? I didn't realise. I didn't realise that they were filming segments for Jackass 4 in Australia. Wow, they've really reached the bottom of the pool there, haven't they?
They really have.
They're out of ideas. What are we going to do? Let's just go and throw sex toys at vehicles in northern New South Wales.
Well, wouldn't be the first cock on the roads.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Thousands and thousands of years of culture and Chinese medicine, Benny, is a thing. Like, you know, acupuncture, all of that good stuff, the herbs, the alternative medicines.
They really knew how to live with the land.
And the nature.
And the nature.
And to fix stuff when it went wrong.
Yep.
And, you know, it's a great idea, and it's good to see Western and Eastern medicine sort of coming together and doing stuff like that.
Isn't it good as well now that China are really repaying the land back by polluting the entire country with industry?
Yeah.
Well done.
Yep.
Anyway, where are you going with this?
Well, there was a man from China.
Is this a joke?
No, definitely not. No, that would be two Chinese men walking into a bar. But there was a man from China recently who, again, had to go to one of the favourite places here on the Burble, the emergency room. we tend to...
You mean, sorry, the source of content.
The source of content. We tend to always go back to the emergency room.
Yeah.
But he had to go to the emergency room. Now, he had to have something removed from him.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Anyway.
Should I just pull out the chart that we've got folded up in the cupboard and throw a dart at it to see what exactly... needed to be removed from this gentleman?
I don't think it's on the chart. This one's quite unusual. Normally,
you mentioned herbs. Are we talking? Is it animal, mineral, or plant?
It's animal.
Oh God.
Yep. So,
is he friends with Richard Gere?
No.
You haven't heard that story?
Yes, I have, but no. All right. So look, there's no easy way to do it. Let's just pull it off quick like a Band-Aid. He had a live eel in his anus. It was about 17
Which
inches
position on
long.
the field did it play?
Referee. He put it up there. He had to have surgery to get it out. God. Right. Now...
Was he accidentally swimming in some...
Well, apparently that was the first thing he told the doctors, that it just swum up there, all 17 inches of it into his intestines.
What? 17?
I think it was 17, yeah.
No.
20 inches. Sorry, no, I'll just check my fact
Sorry,
sheet
mate,
there.
I got a heads up for you, but there is no scientific evidence to back up that an eel's going to do anything for you except eat you from the inside out. Was it an electric eel, or is that not South America?
No, I think you got to pay extra for the electric eel. But it was a folk remedy. So apparently, if you can't go number 2, stick an eel up your bum. Because either way, that's going to clear you out. Because I would just love to be a fly on the wall. If someone had to explain that to a Western doctor. I reckon we should get like a...
No, we're not doing nothing.
hey, let me finish.
You've got the wrong idea there, Saint.
We should get a doctor or a nurse on the show and actually have a chat to them about the things that have mysteriously found their way into other people. Because, that's our level of comedy, isn't it, Benny, realistically?
I do remember hearing something back in the 80s where in Perth, for example, it was happening in Perth a lot, where a lot of people were admitted and said that they'd accidentally fell and sat in the shower and things went. They went.
Yeah, they
from
went.
bicycle handles to chicken and chop bones to lemons and limes.
Oh, that'd sting.
I don't know. And I was only finishing primary school at that time, and I have no idea why I remember that. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's have more quality content.
Absolutely.
Let's get someone from St. Vincent's. We'll get them on the podcast and go, right, so...
What's been there?
Where the Kyber crystal lives, up the
Yeah.
Kyber.
Tell us what you found.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Or, have you been able to take anything to the hock shop afterwards and make a couple of dollars off it?
I know a lot of those places have got shit, but jeez.
Like a nice statue or something. Just take it out the back, gurney it off. And
Kids, if you're listening right now, don't ever buy second-hand amiibos for your Nintendo.
or a nice statue.
Or a nice statue.
Apparently...
But it didn't work.
It didn't work, but it kind of worked indirectly because they basically had to open up his intestines to get this bastard out. Emergency surgery.
Did it die?
Of course it's dead. Like, it didn't want to live after that. even if it was still physically alive, it was dead on the inside. But look.
Wait. Get ready, Apple. We're out now. We're out of them.
We're out of them. We've got no more to give.
There's no more to give.
But I just wanted to bring this up because there's a few things you need to take away from this. One.
No, there's only one simple thing
You can take the eel away.
Go. No, just don't even.
Don't even put it there.
Don't go there.
But look, if you've got a mate that says, can't go number 2s, stick a live eel up your butt. It's probably time to rethink that friendship.
Yeah.
And 2, if your mates do tell you to stick an eel up your bum and you do it, you need to buy a mirror. You know why? So you have a long, hard look at yourself in it.
I knew that they were trying to free up some space on the salary cap there, but I have no idea that they're letting their players do that.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
Okay, now I've taken over the content for this next part here. Now, this is a mistake, but it's not nearly as much of a mistake as your story, and we'll be having a chat afterwards. We'll be having a meeting about the program and in terms of content that you're allowed to bring to the table.
Right.
For years, though, when you get a bottle of vodka, and it's in the summertime here in Australia, where does it normally get stored?
Straight in the freezer.
Straight in the freezer. That's where it should be. Your drink's going to be cold. There's no need for the ice. The ice will dilute it and it waters the vodka down and all that kind of stuff. But there's now an expert that says that's the last thing that you should be doing to vodka. Now, Grey Goose, one of the great vodkas that you can get on the market. The creator, his name is Francois Thibault, okay, a high user of those straw urinals in France. He reckons he knows a thing or two about the drink and says sticking in the freezer is the number one mistake people make. Now, I know your partner likes doing it. She sticks the vodka in the freezer.
Absolutely.
And I don't mind. It's
You've got to have a cold vodka.
Got to have a cold vodka. But it's the upper echelons of vodka, the really good vodkas.
Right.
Your Grey Goose and such vodkas. They're the ones that you should not be doing it to at all.
Okay.
Because vodka does actually freeze. People go, vodka doesn't freeze. It does. It's like a watch pot never boils. It does.
It will.
It does boil. It just takes a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it freezes really low, right? Like, you got to get it really cold.
Minus 27, he's saying, okay? But
Right,
he's told that putting the vodka in the freezer dulls the flavour. So it's just time to put that plan on ice. So the best temperature for your vodka, 0 to 4 degrees centigrade. Not minus 4,
okay.
0 to 4. Yep, with the temperature having a dilution in a mixed glass. Now, the flavour and the personality of the vodka gets interrupted if you're chucking it in the freezer. So you don't want to do that. You just want to basically have it 0 to 4, and that's it.
Right.
I've crushed the hearts now of everybody listening to this podcast going, I've got some vodka in the freezer at the moment. Good for you. You should be taking it out. And if you are going to do it, just do it to the lower brands.
The cheap stuff.
The cheap stuff. You don't do it to the cheap stuff, then do it to the cheap stuff.
Right.
Or if you've got an illegal still and you're making the vodka,
then definitely freeze that.
Put it in the freezer. Don't freeze it. But anyway, because the cheap stuff, as you'll know, and I haven't had any homemade vodka, I don't think ever, because it's still... how's this, right? You can buy a still in Australia,
yes,
but you're not allowed to make alcohol with it.
So what else can you do?
It's like buying a non-road legal car and say you can't drive that. If you do, I'll smack.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can buy the still.
You just can't still.
You just can't still alcohol. You can make perfumes and I don't know, sanitizing wipes. Your house,
sanitizer,
something like that. But anyway, if cheap vodka burns the throat, chilling will dull that effect, so keep the freezer for the cheap stuff. That's what they're saying before you have your sip. You've learned something now. Is that the most educational thing that we've talked about?
It really is. Keep your cheap hooch in the freezer, put the good stuff in the fridge.
And stop flinging dildos in traffic.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Well, I think that we've driven off most of our audience as by your content selection.
It's not only mine, it's the world.
Yeah, well, it is the world. These things happen in the world. I'm just really interested to see what they're going to do with this Congress stuff that's happening over there in the US with now old mate who has passed away.
Yeah.
Found by Ron Jeremy under suspicious circumstances. What's actually going to happen over there and whether or not it's going to enact change. Do we need more brothel owners running for Parliament, running for Congress, running for the White House?
Look, we should have a change. The system's not working right now.
I think we had too much of a change all in one go.
Yeah. That's like the backlash now, really, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like that creepy uncle you don't want to hug from who's running America. Please subscribe to the podcast at iTunes. Leave a review. We would be very, very happy if you could do that. We're going to be back again next week, and we promise it'll be nonsense content, but there will be a lot of it. I'm Benny.
I'm Az.
Let's go to the fridge.
Is it over yet?
The answer is yes.
Oh, thank God for that. Hit us up on the socials and check us out at theburble.com.au. And don't forget to subscribe and share us with all your mates.
Thank you for sharing.
And here's the good news. They're back next week. Really? That's good news?
It's great news.
Here's the taste.